the direction that I have to comply with the outstanding amount of maintenance that I'm already paid. Still now, for hearing, paperwork is already prepared. But a brief synopsis. It's quite evident that the marriage took place in 2014. There's almost irretrievable breakdown of marriage. Both the husband and wife has fought in various jurisdictions, including legal matters. 4988, 420, domestic violence. There's absolutely no possibility that they can decide together. The ground which we based in our divorce petition is that of mental ability.
So this 8.85 lakhs has been given, received.
Kindly for you the order sheet written by you yourself. Last paragraph, sir, of 8th November. Without entering into the merits of the post-arrival contentions, this court expresses surprise the direction was passed on 13/10 to clear the arrears of maintenance allowance, which meant that arrears are to be paid to the respondent wife and not to the family court. This act of the appellant husband borders on non-compliance of the order of this court and reflects prima facie attempt towards harassment of respondent wife. However, this court, without forming any opinion about aforesaid conduct of the husband, directs the appellant husband to deposit the amount of 885 in the bank account of respondent wife within a period of 2 weeks, failing which this court may consider dismissing this appeal of the appellant husband to facilitate the process. The husband is at liberty to withdraw the checks deposited with the family court. Now, sir, coming to the IA which was filed by them yesterday. What is your IA number?
18933.
Sir, in that second paragraph, the appellant husband has complied with the order dated 8/11, whereas has deposited rupees 8 lakh with the Hon'ble family court dated 4/11. Now, sir, after your order, which is dated 8/11, the 1 lakh was deposited on 4/11, which was not directed by either you or the family court. Now, he himself, running a parallel court, deposits 1 lakh with the treasury. I am not to be harassed to run 10 times to the court to take that amount, whereas there was a clear direction that the amount has to be come to my account.
7.85 has been deposited.
Yes, sir.
That you have received.
Yes.
Only 1 lakh remains.
We appreciate that 1 lakh was already paid prior to this order.
Did you take back the checks?
No,
the family court?
This 1 lakh has been deposited in cash with the family court. We deposited 7,85,000 directly to our account after this order was passed.
We had asked you to withdraw that, to take it back from the family court.
But this is 1 lakh is something which was deposited in the treasury. It is not the checks. The checks which were deposited have already been taken back by her. That was 7,85,000. And instead of that, we directly paid that amount in her account. Now the only thing,
That's only 7.85.
7.85. Now 1 lakh.
8.85.
1 lakh which we had to deposit, that's deposited in cash with the treasury already. The Manoj had already directed us to withdraw the checks we've done, and we've deposited that 7.85 was the check amount. We've withdrawn the check and have directly transferred that amount into her account. Now that 1 lakh which was already paid in check in the treasury, that was in cash. She only has to make an application there to withdraw that amount. That 7.85 is already directly paid to her account. 1 lakh we deposited just to show our bona fides, just to have that bail bond cancelled because there was a warrant issue. On 4th of November, prior to the order passed by the Hon'ble Court on 8th of November, on 4th we had already deposited the cash amount. We kindly have that IA for it's only it's neither here nor there to say it is not the case that I've run away. It is not the case I've not paid. As far as
when are you depositing the remaining 1 lakh? We don't want to get into all this. Do it, otherwise we'll take any coercive steps.
That 1 lakh is deposited with the family court only.
Please take it out.
But she has to make an application. And
who has to make an application? The one who deposited has to make an application.
No. If you're actually kindly have the order sheet, it was the
on the last occasion we did not know that cash was deposited. Also, nobody pointed out. Only checks were pointed out, so we said you can take back the checks.
Order sheet was
Mr. Kochar, please don't waste our time in all these frivolities. Complete the process of compliance. So we can go ahead with merits. Just a minute.
We can go ahead with this frivolity. Absolutely, I agree on that. All I am saying is, it's there with the family court. I have no problem with that. She can make an application today. I'll give my no objection for release in her. That's all I am saying with this order. I have no problem with that. that was deposited prior in point of time. The order sheet was there on record. Your Lordship, kindly see it specifically pointed out it was a cash fund. I don't want to get into all that.
Okay, that pursuant to the order passed by this court on 8/11/23, IA 18932 has been filed by the husband, revealing that an amount of 7.85 lakhs has been credited in the account of the wife. Full stop. The aforesaid amount is short by 1 lakh as agreed to by the husband to be paid as areas of maintenance. Next, it is further pointed out by Shri that since 1 lakh cash was deposited with the family court
From 411.
on 4/11/23. The wife can withdraw the said amount from the family court. Next, the husband is directed to approach the family court and withdraw the said amount from the family court and deposit in the account of the wife and report compliance list next week.
Already an order.
First, please comply and then we go ahead. Please don't involve the High Court into all these small things.
The order sheet is already pointed to last name, but you see the order sheet is there before your Lordship. So 1 lakh was already there with the time investment.
Sir, can I also request one?
Let the compliance be made, then we'll
One more thing, for the family court is.
we'll hear you after the compliance is made.
Sir, next week.
We will.
And that's what I'm pointing out.
This week only, include today.
Yeah.
Today only.